congratulations, you survived driving school. And if you are here watching this, there's a chance that you're still into sliding. And there's also a chance that you've gone from the top. But if you haven't, even if you have, just tune in and maybe you'll learn something. At this point in time, you've done driving school, maybe you've done some consistent training, gone from the top, maybe someone walked you off, maybe you just trotted or walked. Either way, congratulations. Each step is a checkpoint in moving up in your experience as a slider. Last video we talked about equipment you brought to driving school. A lot of this stuff that you brought up will be usable now. Still have your practice spikes that you brought with you to driving school. They're probably gonna be a little beat up, some wear on the toe or the tip, maybe some bashing on the side. That's okay. Just keep taping it up because there's gonna be some investments coming along very shortly. Don't rush into it. You're still trying to figure out if you like the sport or not. The helmet. So the Federation should have gave you a helmet already at driving school. It's not a skeleton helmet, but it's a helmet nonetheless. You might get, if you do get around to sliding at like different inter-squad competitions like Western Regionals, Eastern Regionals, this helmet will be fine. But if you get into any international competition, this helmet is not legal and you cannot wear it for competition. So keep that in mind. At this point in sliding, you should definitely have your mouth guard, pads, and gloves. End of story. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Our little tip for you, I didn't learn this till later. Sliding from the top, there's gonna be a start order. Everyone gets in line, go down, whatever. But when you get to the bottom, now what do? You freeze your ass off? No, you have a down bag. A down bag can be anything between a drawstring bag, preferably something that's water resistant because it's winter sports and it's snow. It's nicer to have things that aren't soaking wet when you get them. In your down bag, you might have a onesie, a sweater, a jacket to put back on because you're going to be freezing. Good chance of that. And again, talking about protecting your spikes, you're going to have some probably booty covers or spike covers or something like that to protect the brush spike plate. Because when you're walking around, you're trying to pick up your sled, walk onto the truck, get off the truck, walk on the deck to get back to the sled racks, that's constant beating on the plate. You might have a notebook in there if you want to take notes, but the down bag is a must. Now, back to sliding. It's okay to feel nervous. You are going from the top for the first time, or even if it's a couple times, with your coach walking you off or whatever it is, because you're going faster. You're experiencing the same curves that you've seen, but at a higher speed. So it's gonna go by a lot quicker, and it might be a little disorienting. So the best thing and best tip I can give you is to study and to go through, watch POVs, whether it's through videos of you, the coach is taking of you, or go on YouTube and look at the POV videos available there, and just kind of go through it, do your little mind runs. So lay on the ground, lay on your bed edge, lay on your sled if you have available, and just lay on it and kind of just go through it. You want to be able to feel where you are, because sometimes your eyes might trick you. You might not know where you are, but if you can feel it, like if there's like the points where you're kind of wish-washy, okay, that might be disorienting, but when you get to a part where it's a break, there's an opening, you're going up, you're on your side, you're kind of just flowing back and forth, you get slammed out of something. These are good checkpoints to know where you're at. Obviously, you want to be able to anticipate them so you don't have those whipping around effects, but sometimes you can't help it. And when you're beginning and you're in the early stages of learning, you're not going to catch it necessarily. So doing your homework to help you be on a track for success and be able to slide with less stress is important. So practice in advance, study, do your homework. At this point in time, if you have not met another slider that's actually been sliding for a couple years, you're in the wrong place. You should be bumping into other sliders that have been sliding for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 15 years. Whether they're on our team, the US team, or there are other internationals that come here to train, or if you just happen to be around for a race. You're going to be around them and you're going to hear them talking about different things. It's going to sound like gibberish. It's going to sound like a lot. This information is going to seem like it should be targeted to you, but do not listen to it. I cannot stress this enough. The lingo that they're sharing amongst themselves is for them in that level. You are not at that level yet, so do not stress or worry about what they're talking about. Don't worry about lines and driving and trying to feel pressures. Listen to your coach. Listen to the coach that you've been working with since day one. The way that they're coaching you is to help protect you, keep you safe so you don't get hurt trying to do something you're not ready for. So coming into sliding, whether you've gone for the top a couple times or this is your first time, don't be intimidated, don't be nervous or scared. Like, you know, just be willing to learn. This is a great opportunity. You have all these resources, all these veterans with years and years of experience and different hacks that they've learned along the way. Just take this opportunity to absorb what you can and just enjoy it. You are literally sliding. This is stuff you wanted to do when you were a child, like for all the time. So your mom called you in because it was too cold and you didn't even want to come in because you're having fun. So if you're not having fun, like, you're missing it. That's the biggest thing. You're missing it. And again, I'm sure at some point you will see me in person and we can talk. If you have any questions, if you're confused or you're just really like frustrated with something, like, don't be afraid to share that. Don't be afraid to, you know, reach out to somebody to try to get some understanding. Just because at the end of the day, like I said before in one of the earlier videos, is you want to be comfortable, you want to be confident. And if you're not comfortable and confident, that's really going to jeopardize how you approach sliding. So again, I say this with all the love possible and just well-wishing, but you have to be willing to be a student of the sport. In any World Cup video or race you watch, they will tell you that these athletes are students of the sport. And having said that, there's still mistakes that happen all the time. Nobody has a perfect run. I don't care how long you've been sliding. No one ever has a perfect run. There's always something that wasn't expected that they have to make constant adaptations to, or constantly making some adjustments. So once you get that perfection, that striving for perfection out of your mind, sliding becomes fun. And sliding becomes, you know, educational. You learn something every time you go down. So if you have that in your mind, you're going to be good. And that's all that matters. Have fun, enjoy it, and just embrace it. Embrace the speed. There's nothing else that you can do legally that I know of that is the same as this. So enjoy the opportunity that is before you, and the environment and the people you get to meet, because that's probably one of the coolest things about the sport. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Skeleton 101. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can definitely leave a message in the comments below or reach out to me on social media and send me a DM. This is definitely an open line of communication. I want you to be successful, or if you just have any questions about skeleton, slider or not, let me know. I will be happy to answer them to the best of my abilities, and if I don't know the answer, I will find the answer for you. All this advice and this experience that I'm sharing, I share out of love because I want you to do well and I want you to have a great experience here. Again, much love, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes.